Very good.
all of us here. So thank you, Prabhu, for joining.
Very good.
Request you to kindly go ahead and then share the nectar with all of us. We are
Very
all
good.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. ॐ ज्ञानतिवरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नम ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिधि नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनतीरावन चारु यमुनतीरावन चारु जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे दिखाई घोर हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव हरे राम संकीर्तन की जय ग्रंथ राज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय Can I display the text project?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu, I will do that now.
Okay, bro. Thank you. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Nyasam Tado Jayamudiraye नष्टप्रायशभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्ति भवति नैष्ठिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः गोविन्दाय नमो नमः गोविन्दाय नमो नमः Hare Krishna to all of you. Welcome to this morning Nityam Bhavata Sevya from ISKCON Food Bank Group. So we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 14, text number 28. Vapi Deva Maya Shriya Bhuja Lato Pagada Pakshanna Viveka Vidhaya Vihara Graharam Bhagus Hrayas Tat Ashaya Vastaka Sudadduhir Kalatra Patita Valoka Visheshita Bhagrita Hridaya Atmana Ajitatmano Pare Andi Tamas Prahinoti. Translation and Papa Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Sometimes the conditioned soul is attracted by illusion personified, his wife or his girlfriend, and becomes eager to be embraced by a woman. Thus, he loses his intelligence as well as knowledge of life's goal. At the time, no longer attempting spiritual cultivation, he becomes overly attached to his wife or girlfriend and tries to provide her with a suitable apartment. Again, he becomes very, very busy under the shelter of that home and is captivated by the talks, glances, and activities of his wife and children. In this way, he loses his Krishna consciousness and throws himself in the dense darkness of material existence. Purport. When the conditioned soul, embraced by his beloved wife, forgets everything about Krishna consciousness, the more he becomes attached to his wife, the more he becomes implicated in family life. One Bengali poet, Bankim Chandra, says that to the eyes of the lover, the beloved is always very beautiful, even though ugly. This attraction is called Deva Maya. The attraction between man and woman is a cause of bondage for both. Actually, both belongs to this Paraprakriti, the superior energy of the Lord. But both are actually Prakriti female. However, because both want to enjoy one another, they are sometimes described as Purusha, male. Actually, neither is Purusha, but both can be superficially described as Purusha. As soon as man and woman are united, they become attached to the home, earth, land, friendship, and money. In this way, they are both entrapped in material existence. The word Bhujalatta Ubhagada, meaning being embraced by the beautiful arms which are compared to creepers, describe the way the conditioned soul is bound within this material world. The production of sex life is sons and daughters, certainly fall. This is the way of material existence. Haribo. Om Jnanativrandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Takshuru Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Mugam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripa tavaham bande Shri Guru Dinadarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Ishwaram Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaye Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpadurupasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Paditaram Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Very wonderful text today. So Prabhupada clearly mentioned in this purport why the bondage is happening in this material world and what it causes to the conditioned soul. So we'll read the first pair of the purport. Then we'll understand what is Deva Maya. Prabhupada mentioned in this purport about the Deva Maya and what are the Shaktis of Krishna, energies of Krishna. So the first para, Prabhupada mentioned, when the conditioned soul is embraced by his beloved life, he forgets everything about Krishna consciousness. The more he becomes attached to his wife, the more he becomes implicated in family life. One Bengali poet, Bakim Chandra, says that to the eyes of the lover, the beloved is always very beautiful, even though ugly. This attraction is called Deva Maya. The attraction between man and woman is a cause of bondage for the both. So, why is the bondage happening? Prabhupada mentioned the purport. So, the Deva Maya, as we know, Deva Maya is the divine energy of the power illusion associated with the Supreme Lord. So, it is Deva and Maya, the two words are there. It is from. So, Krishna is having three energy, that is Antaranga Shakti, internal energy of Krishna, and Tatastha Shakti, marginal potency that we are in Tatastha Shakti, and Bhajanaga Shakti is the external energy potency of the Lord. So Antaranga Shakti, the internal potency of Lord, which is further divided into three aspects, that is Sandhini, Samvit, and Haladini. Samvit, Sandhini is aspect of eternal existence, and Samvit is the aspect of cognizance of knowledge, and the Haladini is aspect of bliss and pleasure, bliss and pleasure. This Antara Shakti. And Tatastha Shakti is the energy that exists between the spiritual material world and is considered superior to the material nature. That is Bhajaranga Shakti. We are in between Bhajiranga. We are internal and external, and we are in Tatastha in the material world. And the Bhajaranga Shakti is the external energy which is material world. We are from spiritual world and we are in the Tatastha Shakti, and we come to the material world because of this enjoyment mood. We want to enjoy the material world. So we will fall down to material world. So what is Deva Maya? Deva Maya is divine energy of the Lord, and Maya is illusion or cosmic energy of the Lord. So you understand what is Deva Maya. As you mentioned, Deva Maya is the power of the divine, the Lord. And Deva Maya is also described as the external energy of the Lord, the Supreme Lord. And Deva Maya is responsible for manifesting and sustaining the material world, called Durga. This energy enables the creation, maintenance, and dissolution of the universe. This is power of the divine, the Krishna's energy. And Prabhupada mentioned Deva Maya is illusory nature of the divine. So Maya creates an illusion that veils the true nature of the self and divine. It causes the living being, Jiva, to identify with the material body and the mind, leading to attachment, desire, and ignorance of the spiritual existence, spiritual essence. So this is called Deva and Maya. Deva is the divine energy of the Lord, power of the Lord, and illusion nature is Maya. Now, how the divine energy, the Maya works with the three modes of material nature. Thus we know Sattva, Raja, and Tamoguna. So what is the aspect of these three gunas? Sattva guna brings clarity and wisdom, and Rajaguna fuels the desire and activities. It fuels the desire and activity. Bhugga karma is called Rajaguna. And Tamoguna leads to darkness and delusion. It's called Deva Maya. So, also, as Prabhupada mentioned in other purport, in the material world, she is Deva Maya. In spiritual world, she is Yoga Maya. She connects the soul with the divine. The third point is the role in liberation. While Deva Maya binds a living being to the material world, it also serves as a tool for liberation when one turns towards spiritual practice and devotion. By seeking the grace of Krishna and cultivating knowledge, one can transcend Maya and realize their eternal relationship with the Supreme Lord. So, as Prabhupada mentioned Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says Bhagavad Gita, and Prabhupada mentioned the purport. It is Bhagavad Gita 7.14. Devi sagunamahi maya durattaya mam esi prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. This divine energy, Deva Maya, of mind, Krishna says of mind, consisting three modes of material nature, Sattva, Raja, and Tamoguna, is difficult to overcome. But those who surrender unto me, he can easily cross beyond it. Because transcend the three modes of material nature. So, this highlights that Deva Maya can be transcended through surrender and devotion to the Lord. In essence, Deva Maya is both binding and liberating force, depending on how one interacts with it, through material attachment or spiritual surrender. So everything in the creation, if you connect with Krishna, it becomes divine. When it separates from Krishna, it becomes material. Like Prabhupada gives example of mic, the laptop, the mobile. It's all energy of the Lord. When you connect with Krishna, it becomes divine energy. When you disconnect with Krishna, it becomes material energy. Deva Maya, Mahamaya, and Yoga Maya. So Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada uses everything in connect with Krishna become divine energy. It's called Yoga Maya. Another example you can see, we are printing with the paper, we're printing Srimad Bhagavatam. It's called Yoga Maya. Same paper using for printing news, daily news, is called Mahamaya. Binding the living entity with this material world. Example Prabhupada gives the Mahamaya and Yoga Maya. Like when a prisoner is in the jail, he has to act according to the jailer's instruction and rules. If you follow the instruction on the rule, the jailer recommends to the government to release him from this jail. Similarly, when you follow the instruction of the Lord, the Dharma, then the jailer recommends she become from Maya to Yogamaya. She connects us to Krishna. In this way, the Deva Maya is act in two ways. One is Mahamaya, also Yogamaya. In the next purpose, in the next para, Prabhupada mentioned, actually both belongs to Paraprakriti, the superior energy of the Lord. But both are actually Prakriti, female. However, because both want to enjoy one another, they are sometimes described as Purusha, male. Actually, neither is Purusha, but both are can be superficially described as Purusha. As soon as man and woman are ununited, they become attached to the home, earth, and friendship and money. In this way, they are both entrapped in material existence. The word Bhuja Lata Upahuda, meaning being embraced by beautiful arms which are compared to the creepers, describes the way the conditioned soul is born within the material world. The product of sex life is sons and daughters certainly follow. This is the way of material existence. So it proves are mentioned in the purport about the Prakriti and Apara Prakriti, material nature and spiritual nature, and material body and spiritual body, and material knowledge and spiritual Paravidya and Aparavidya. So we'll see now what is the difference between Paravidya and Aparavidya. When he connected to Krishna, he become Paravidya. When disconnect knowledge from Krishna, he become Aparavidya, material knowledge. So what is the difference? Hare Krishna. Yeah, as we know, it's research oriented, the material knowledge. Today they say something, tomorrow they'll change. Each and every science, they have different opinion of the cosmic energy of the Lord. It's called research oriented. The Paravidya is spiritual knowledge, is result oriented. When you read Srimad Bhagavatam, when you read Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, we get the result directly. Susukam Kartamahava, Pratyaksham Saham Dharma. We get direct experience from the knowledge. It's called result oriented. All this knowledge, the material knowledge is research oriented. They have big books. It keep on changing. But our Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, it remains same from thousands of years, millions of years. As Krishna told Bhagavad Gita, he spoke the same Bhagavad Gita to Swan, Surya Deva. Same knowledge he gave to Arjuna. It never changed. But material knowledge keep on change. The difference. So by obtaining this material knowledge, or Apara Vidya, we may get lifestyle. We get how nice house, bungalow, nice car. But Paravidya gives life for the person. He's giving lifestyle, it doesn't give life. Like we can buy very good matters. But who can give sleep? Only Krishna can give sleep for us. We can buy a matter, but we don't get sleep. What will the use of that matter? Bed, the cushion bed. The second difference is lifestyle and life. The third difference, Apara Vidya gives a quantity. We can have, uh, say, bank balance, many houses, many cars, quantity. But Paravidya gives a quality of your life. It gives quality, it gives, Paravidya gives quality. So when you have material knowledge, Aparavidya, you want to prove to the material you are the best. But all the scientists, they want to prove that they are the best. But when you have spiritual knowledge, Paravidya, we want to improve each and every day. Your consciousness, your action, your behavior, your character, you want to improve based on the scriptures. But here, they just want to prove they are the best. This is the difference. So the fourth difference is, as one of the lecture, oh, not Gaurav Prabhu, Gaurav Prabhu mentioned, uh, it is Apara Vidya is like a go through life, every day same thing, as it is, no change. Go through life. Morning they go to the job, they'll come back, they watch TV, they sleep. It's a daily routine. But in spiritual knowledge, we grow through life by reading scriptures, by reading, understanding Srimad Bhagavatam. We grow, our consciousness grows, and we are slowly going to Krishna, step by step. It's called grow through life. Go through life and grow through life. And the fifth difference is, so as we know, we have studied many books from first standard to engineering, then masters. It only gives information. It gives only information. It never transforms our heart. But spiritual knowledge is a transformation. It transforms our heart or consciousness from material consciousness, spiritual consciousness, Krishna consciousness. That's the reason Prabhupada, he translated many, many books. Why? Because he wants to transform the heart of the living entity, conditioned soul. That's why Prabhupada said, please distribute my books. Distribute my books. Why? Because it transforms the heart of the conditioned soul. The soul can connect with Krishna, divine. Because transformation, information and transformation. And the sixth difference is, after reading many books, we can see many highly educated people, they are corrupted. They want to steal money from the government, from the people, because they got polluted. So Aparavidya gives, it will pollute your mind. Who is polluting the air? Those who are educated only polluting the air. Polluting the air, polluting the water. Everywhere is the only pollution. But in our Vedic lifestyle, there is no pollution because that depends on the knowledge of Vedas. So, Aparavidya, it pollutes your mind, but Paravidya, spiritual knowledge, it will purify your mind. So, pollution and purification. This is the sixth difference between Aparavidya and Paravidya, material knowledge and spiritual knowledge. So, in the 11th canto Srimad Bhagavatam, it mentioned the problems of the living entity. The 11th canto, chapter 2, text number 37 mentioned, Vayam Diviya Bhi Niveseda Sayat Isa Tatattasya Vipartayo Aspritihi Tanmayayato Bhuta Abhujatham Bhaktyay Krayesham Guru Devatama Guru Devatatma. So, translation purpose mentioned the problem of living in it and the solution. Both is given in this text. So, the problem of living in it, fear arises when living in it misidentifies himself as a material body because of absorption in the external illusory energy of the Lord, Devi Maya. So, when the living entity thus turns away from the Supreme Lord, he also forgets his own constitutional position as a servant of the Lord. Thus, bewildering, fearful condition is affected by the potency for illusion called Maya. That's what we studied in today's text, Devi Maya. So, what is the solution of this problem, the living unity problem? Solution is therefore, Prabhupada says, an intelligent person should engage unflinchingly in the unalloyed devotional service of the Lord. This is a solution. Under the guidance of bona fide spiritual master, Guru, who he should accept as his worshipful deity, and in this way, life one soul. In this way, we can transcend the three modes of material nature. We can go back to Krishna. It's called Devi Maya. So also in the purport mentioned entrapment. We are entrapped in the material world. How one can go out from the material world. So what the key reason for entrapment? The first reason from the Bhagavatam we can understand Srimad Bhagavatam purport. The first reason is mutual attraction as a is a bondage. Because sexual attraction. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto, 5th chapter 8 sloka says, Pumsasya Maitani Bhavani Etam Tayormito Hridaya Grinanti Ahu. So Grinanti Ahu means the attraction between man and woman is the basic principle of material existence. From the animal life to the human life. Both are attracted to the material enjoyment. Upon this attraction, the knot at the heart is tied, Hridaya Granthi. And as a result, they become entangled in material life. So this is a key reason for entrapment. So instead of attraction to the woman, we are attracted to Krishna with all attraction. In Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, Prabhupada ki nice purport. So what is the difference between gopis and gopas and we are the conditioned soul? The gopis always attracted to the Krishna. And we are attracted to material energy. The Srimad Mahaprabhu says, Gopi Prattu Padakamalu, Dasu Dasanu Dasa. I am servant of the servant, those who serve the gopis. So why they are attracted? So Prabhupada says men and women are naturally attracted each other due to the bodily identification. Since we are bodily identification, we are got attracted. Like in one more example, you can say first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, when Sukadeva Goswami was, after coming out from the womb of his mother, he directly just went into the forest. He was naked, no dress. So all the villagers, they are taking bath in the river, Ganges. They didn't cover their body. But when Vyasadeva, he was following Sukadeva Goswami, when they saw Vasudeva, they covered the body. Then Vasudeva asked, so when my son, he was going, you didn't cover the body. When he saw me, when you see me, you covered the body. Why? Because you identify with the body. You know which is male, which is female. But Sukadeva Goswami doesn't know who is male, who is above bodily concept of life. So this attraction leads to the desire for family, possession, and social prestige. So then further entrenching them in the cycle of birth and death, samsara. This is the first point is mutual attraction as a is a bondage. The second point, identification with the body. So the Bhagavatam explains that the both men and women identify with their material bodies and the role is associated with them. This bodily identification causes them to prioritize the temporary pleasure and relationship, forgetting the eternal relationship, the spiritual nature with Krishna. Because in the material world, you can see 99% they are identified with the body. They want to enjoy with the bodily pleasure. That's the reason they're entrapped in the material world. The third key point is false ego and duality. The false ego in ahankara creates sense of I and mine, leading to attachment, desire, and conflict between the nation, between the people, between the religion, because it's called ahankara. I is there. And the duality become male and female. This is duality. It is a product of ego and maya. And the keeping the soul bound to material existence. So one time example is given in the one of the book in Vrajamandal Parikrama. So we are not a female or we are not male. We are just surrounded of the Lord. So one time Mirabai, she wanted to meet Sanatana Goswami. You were very strict. You never meet any female alone. When he says alone, you will not meet any female. So when Mirabai, she was telling Jiva Goswami, I want to meet your Sanatana Goswami. And Jiva Goswami informed Sanatana Goswami that Mirabai wants to meet you. So he said, no, I don't meet any female. So Jiva Goswami conveyed the message to Meera that Sanatana Goswami doesn't, you don't want to meet any female. In reply, she said, I thought only Krishna is a male. I thought only Krishna is male. He is only Purusha. And Jiva Goswami conveyed the message back to Sanatana Goswami. She was telling that I thought Krishna is only male. Oh, one more male is also here. That means it is called bodily duality. I am man, you are female, woman. But we have to transcend the bodily concept to go to Krishna. We are just servant of Krishna. Maybe we have different bodies, maybe female body, man body, cat body, dog body, but the soul is spiritual. Malvamsa Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Manasastra Indriyani Prakriti Sarika. Because of Prakriti, we got different material body, but we are all spiritual spark of Krishna, Amsha of Krishna. The fourth point is karma, desire, lust. So Prabhupada says the attraction between men and women often leads to pursuit of material enjoyment, which generate karma. This karmic cycle keeps the soul entrapped in the repeated birth and death. Why it entrapped? Because of karma. We do many karma to enjoy this life. that entrap us into the material world. So Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, chapter 3, text number 37, the lust, the karma is the greatest enemy of the living, the conditioned soul. Shri Bhaganuvacha, Kamesha, Krodesha, Rajaguna Samudbhava, Mahasara Mahapapa, Vidhi Ena Vairina. So, Mahasara Mahapapa, the greatest enemy, and Vidhi Ena Vairina. It is way, the karma is the greatest enemy of the living being. Desire, material desire is the greatest enemy of condition, the living entity. The fifth key responsibility, key points of this entrapment, as mentioned Srimad Bhagavatam, family and social responsibility. As discussed in Srimad Bhagavatam, attachment to the family life, sports, children, wealth, and hope become a source of endless anxiety and bondage that we can experience every day. We can experience every day. These are the things. Why we're entrapped in the material world. So while this relationships are temporary, they are mistaken for ultimate reality. They are here now, tomorrow they will not be here. Because it's the key points of entrapment. So, and what is the solution? How we can liberate from this material entanglement or entrapment? So, Srimad Bhagavatam not only describing the problem, also gives a solution. How to transcend the material entanglement. The first point is how we can liberate from this entrapment, developing spiritual knowledge. So why Prabhupada always emphasizes read my books, because of this, we should develop the spiritual knowledge. Understanding the difference between the body and the soul, that is called Atma Jnana. So helps one to see the temporary nature of material relationship. You understand what is material world, what is spiritual world, what is para vidya, what is apara vidya. You can understand all this knowledge. This is the first point. The second point is devotion to Krishna, called Bhakti Yoga, connecting ourselves with Krishna, surrendering to the Supreme Lord. It is emphasized throughout Srimad Bhagavatam. It is the ultimate means of liberation. To engaging ourselves in devotional service to the Lord. So why the devotion is required? Devotion purifies the heart and the dissolve the attachment. That is the purpose of devotion. When we get attracted to Krishna, we get distracted. We it dissolves the attachment to the material world. So devotion purifies the heart and dissolves the attachment of material world. The second point. The third point, control of senses. So by practicing self-discipline and attachment is sadhana bhakti, one can gradually reduce the influence of material desire. But we can experience susukam kartam avayam, pratyaksham. We can experience when chanting the holy name, when we read Srimad Bhagavatam, automatically our senses are controlled. The fourth point is association with the pure devotees. So Prabhupada mentioned the purport and other purport, being in the company of spiritually realized soul and forces a deeper understanding of life's purpose and that accelerate the spiritual progress. Like we can see the pure devotee, Srila Prabhupada, very pure devotee. Just by associating with him, many become devotee of Krishna. Just by seeing him, they become devotee of Krishna. This is the power of pure devotees. So, even though it is very difficult to overcome this entrapment, but however, by through spiritual practice and devotion, one can transcend these bonds and realize their eternal relation connection with the Krishna, the divine. As Prabhupada mentioned in one of the about the Hare Krishna mantra purport, we are all part of Krishna. Because of the material existence, body, we forget the relationship with Krishna. To realize the Krishna consciousness, we have to chant the holy name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So it will revive us from material consciousness to spiritual consciousness, Krishna consciousness. So this way, we can transcend from material nature to spiritual nature. So to transcend this material nature spiritually, we need aushadhi. Like when you are affected with the COVID, we need a injection, we need vaccination. The real vaccination is Bhau Aushadhi Shotra Manavirama. Is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, Chapter 1, Text number 4. Ivatta Tarsai Uvahiyamana Bhau Aushadhi Shotra Manovirama. This is the Bhau Aushadhi. Hearing Srimad Bhagavatam is Bhau Aushadhi. Ka Uttama Sotu Gunanavana. Gunanavadat Uman Viracheta Veena Pashugna. So in translation, purpose mentioned, glorification of the Supreme Personality Godhead is performed in the Parampara system. That is, it is conveyed from the spiritual master to disciple. Such glorification is released by those no longer interested in the false, temporary glorification of this cosmic manifestation. Description of the Lord are the right medicine for the conditioned soul. So, Bhaushadi Shotra Manovirama is the right medicine for conditioned soul, undergoing repeated birth and death. Therefore, who will cease hearing such glorification of the Lord except a butcher or one who is killing his own self? So we are not, but people are not hearing about Krishna, the Supreme Lord means they are killing his own self. That's what Bhagavatam says. So in this way, we can understand how the conditions will entrapped in this material world, how we can release from this material world by practicing our sadhana bhakti. And by practicing sadhana bhakti, one can reach to Krishna in this lifetime only. So with this, I'll conclude this today's Grandharaj Srimad Bhagavatam class. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I'm going to give the acronym of New Year. So we are all now 2025. So what is New Year? I heard one lecture from Mara from I think, Govardhan. He was telling New Year. What is the spelling of New Year? Newyar. I give two acronyms for this for New Year. One acronym is N, stand for new idea to preach, new idea to serve, and new idea to cooperate with each other. It's called new, N. And E, engaging in devotion service. To who? W. To Krishna, Yashodananda. That Y stands for, W stands for whom? Y for Yashodananda. Krishna. He. When? Every day, every minute, and every moment. And yea, when you do that, when you engage in devotional service to Krishna, Yashodananda, what happens? A, it stands for appreciate everyone for their service. You should appreciate. Even small service, you have to appreciate them. Like Gopal, Gopis, Radharani, you should appreciate each and every service performed, done by Gopis, the Manjaris. This is real spiritual life. Appreciate everyone for the service. And when you do that, what happens? We are always in a relaxing mood or for relaxing mood. And we can chant the holy name with love and devotion. This is called New Year. This is the first acronym. One more acronym I made actually. The second acronym is GEN stands for Nurture Divine Qualities. Nurture Divine Qualities. We have some qualities, we have some good qualities, we have to nurture them, water them, develop them. Compassion, helping nature, preaching to the other people. These are the qualities. Nurture the qualities. And E is elevate your consciousness from material consciousness to spiritual consciousness, Krishna consciousness is called E. W, walk on the path of Dharma, which is given by the Lord and our Acharya, is called new. And here is why is yearn for spiritual growth. Always I want to have spiritual growth. Each and every day we should check our meter. How much I develop my consciousness. How much I growth happened in previous life to previous year to this year. How much I grow in my spiritual knowledge. I'm reading Srimad Bhagavatam, scriptures. He embrace every moment as a gift from the divine, from Krishna. Each and every moment is a gift from Krishna. And yea, aspire for self-realization. And last is rejoice in the grace and blessing of the Lord. This is the real New Year. We have to rejoice each and every moment is the blessing of the Lord. In this way, we can keep our mind always thinking of Krishna and serve the Lord, serve the mission of the Lord and Srila Prabhupada. This is a real New Year for us. I wish you all very happy Krishna conscious New Year. Hari Bhava, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Thank
Hari
you.
Bol. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you so much for giving us so many, instructions, reinforcing the aspects. I think you gave us a very wonderful view of what is material, what is spiritual. You started off with saying about the various energies of the Lord, and then dwelt on the Deva Maya or the Mahamaya, and also then took the reference of her counterpart in the spiritual world, the Yoga Maya, and how we need to discern between the two. And then you also brought out the aspect of how the woman is Deva Maya personified. And because of that, then how the entanglement happens for an individual. further and further gets entangled because of house, children, etc., etc. And the result of this is that one loses their intelligence or their consciousness, their KC, their Krishna consciousness, back to the material and the spiritual world, the para and the apara, and then the knowledge of para and the knowledge of apara. So how it becomes so important for us, so that we will be able to develop some viveka, some discretion in choosing the right over the wrong. And then for a regular karmi, like how the attachment to wife, home, earth, children, family, community, etc. I mean, it gets extending. And then what happens? One is actually not, you're just going through life, you said, and then, you don't grow through the life, but then you just go through life, which is not a very intelligent thing to do. And then you also said that this particular knowledge is available in the books of Srila Prabhupada, where transformed, then there is misidentification of oneself as the body, which is the effect of Maya. So we just identify ourselves as the body. So the solution is knowledge, vidya, or paravidya, or the knowledge of Krishna. And then that can be got by serving the Lord, by serving Krishna under the guidance of the spiritual master. So these were some of the wonderful points that you said. And then you also explained how we misidentify ourselves as a body. And so then the physical level of attraction takes prominence because we think we are this body. So how, because of ignorance, then we get into this trap. And the trap, the main window to that trap is the eyes of the woman. So in this way, you brought out the various aspects that Prabhupada was mentioning here. And then you gave wonderful examples of great personalities who were able to, or who showed us how you actually look at a lady, or like you gave that example of Sukadeva Goswami, where he did not even realize the difference between them. So he was so much in his spiritual consciousness that that consciousness, the women there were able to perceive it, and then they did not mind him passing by. They did not make any attempt to cover themselves. So it's a very elevated position. Whereas his own father, who was considered more elevated because of the knowledge that he carried with him, but then they immediately covered up. The very fact that Vyasadeva actually asked this question itself is a case against him in this particular sense, because he noticed it, so like that. So there are many such examples which in the Bhagavatam, there are so many such, things which talk about how we should understand the concept of para and apara, and try to cultivate the para knowledge, the para bhakti, and that can happen only by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So very nicely tied up all of that. So thank you so much, Prabhu. And then, of course, the acronyms. So so the acronyms are always there to help us, remember what we need to do. So very nicely you brought out those aspects of how we need to be very continuous and steadfast in our bhakti. So thank you so much, Prabhu. And once again, wishing you and everybody a happy new year. Hare Krishna. So now, devotees, if there are any comments or questions, please go ahead. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhu, in the first acronym, I thought in the end you will say, you will be rewarded. Or you said the mood becomes relaxed. So when you offer your prayers to Yashoda Nandana every day, every minute, and appreciate everybody, you will be rewarded. Prabhu, But you're wearing such big tulsi mala, no, Prabhu.
Yeah, somebody gave some Maya for a devotee, offered to Lord Nrsimha.
Uh-huh. Yes. Oh, Haribol, Prabhu. Very nice. Very nice, Prabhu. Thank you for the wonderful class in the New Year, Prabhu. Dandavad Pranam.
ಸತ್ಸಾಂಗ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಪ್ರಭು ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಧನದ ಪ್ರಣಾಮ್. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಗುರು.
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಹರೇ ಪ್ರಭು.
ಅಕ್ರೋನಿಮ್ಸ್ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್. ಅದನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮರ್ತೋಯ್ತು ಪ್ರಭು, ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳಿ. ಇಯರ್ದು ಐ ಕುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ನೋಟ್ ಡೌನ್. I'll collect it later.
Okay, Prabhu. I'll send you the message to you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Mataji. Anybody else wants to say anything else? If not, then I think we can conclude today's session. So once again, thanking His Grace Sachidananda Govind Prabhu for the wonderful class. So thank you so much for your association, Prabhu. So we can conclude today's session with Vaishnava pranams. Vancha kalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gurudev ki jai, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki
jai, Prasanatma Prabhu ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna. Jai. We'll conclude now. Thank you, devotees, for joining.
you.
We will again meet up tomorrow. Hare Krishna.